Hello guys, welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can secure your WordPress website. So it doesn't matter if it is a blog, e-commerce website, or whatever website it is. So today, I'm going to show you how to fully secure your WordPress website. Now, in order to secure your WordPress website, you just need to log into your WordPress dashboard. And once you're in your WordPress dashboard, you just need to navigate to this area called plugins. So once you're here, you just need to click on add new. Now, once you click on that button, you'll be redirected to this page. On this page, you need to install a plugin called items. So you just need to come here and type items. Now, once the result shows up, you'll see this plugin called items security. So this is the plugin we're looking for today. Now, once you see this plugin, you just need to click on install now. Once the plugin installs, you just need to click on the activate button. Now you can see here plugin activated. So the next step you need to take is to go to this area here. Here you can see this new menu here which says security. So click on setup. Now once you do that, you'll be redirected to this page here. You can see items security. Now in order to set up this plugin, you just need to select what type of website you're installing this plugin on. So if you're using e-commerce, blog, so you just need to select the option here. So in this case, this is a blog. So it doesn't matter if you're using an e-commerce, it's the same setup. So you just need to select the one you want to. So I'll just select blog for this example. Now I'm installing it for myself. So here it will ask me if I want to enforce password policy. So I just want to click on this place here, then click on next. Now it will ask me if I want to activate or enable two-factor authentication. So here I'll select this here. Then I'll click on next. Then it will ask me if I want local brute force. So local brute force is to stop, like, you know, on your WordPress login page, the login form there. So brute force is simply when somebody is trying multiple passwords in order or hoping for a certain password to match your actual password so that they can be able to break into your site. So if you enforce this local brute force here, it will check your login. So when somebody is kind of testing multiple passwords and kind of all the passwords they are failing, so it will just like log out the person from trying multiple, like trying the passwords over and over and over again. So it will just log out the person there. So that is what brute force is. So network brute force is it will kind of connect your website to a kind of database of known IPs and all those stuff so that it can help secure your website by checking those databases to see if a certain IP matches any IP that's on those databases. You know, these bad actors, they kind of use IP. So it will check through the database. So if it sees an IP that is matching the IP of the user who is trying multiple passwords on your login page, so it will log out that person. So it's just a helpful feature to do there. So I'll just click on next here. Then if you want to enable security check flow, so here you can just click on this here, then click on next. Now once you do that, it will actually, if you want to use that's if you want to create custom user group or you also want to use the default. In this case, I just want to use the default. So unless you know what you're doing, then you can use the custom. So once you do this, it will ask you if you want to really enable this two-factor authentication. So you all know what two-factor authentication means. Two-factor authentication is just the process of like asking for an additional code. So it's just like an OTP. So an OTP will be sent to your email or your phone number, so that to kind of make sure that you actually the actual person logging into your site. Or if you have other staffs and all those, so you can also enable two-factor for them so that they can have their password and also an extra key, which is like an OTP that they can use to log in to ensure that your website is more secure. So here, for now, I don't want to enable it, but you can enable it if you need that. Then you can just click on, like you can click on next here. Then it will ask you for the editors. So here is just like setting up the different rules for the security level for each user there. So for the editors, you don't want them to be able to manage your items, which is this plugin you're installing now. Why? Because maybe he's just a staff member who is responsible for creating content on your site or like managing your blog. So you don't want to necessarily give them the permission to manage your security because you're the super admin and it's also your responsibility to manage it. So you don't want to give the editor that. If you still want to enable two-factor for anybody with the editor rule, so you can do that here. So here I'll just click on next here. So for authors, you see the same thing. Can do that here. Contributors, we don't want that. Can do that. Then for subscribers, like users or customers, we don't want to give them permission to manage this dashboard. Probably we don't want to even enable two-factor for them. So click on next. Now for everybody else, we just want to leave it as it is. So just click on next here. Now it asks you to configure, so you just use the recommended here. Just click on this here. Now authorize those. Authorize those is if you want to add, like if you want to whitelist your IP, you as the admin, if you want to whitelist your IP so that anytime you're trying to log into the site, your login or this item security won't ask you for the OT because your IP is already whitelisted. So you can add your IP here if you want to. So you can see here, IP detection is set to automatic. If you want manual, you can also do that. We'll just leave it as automatic here. You can see my IP currently. So if you don't know what your IP is, you can just copy it here, then paste it into this place. So that is just there. But here, I'll just click on next here. So for the network brute force, I explained this. If you want your site to be connected to the database, so you can like pull security information from there in order to help secure your website, then you can also add your email address here. So I'll just put my email address here. Then once you do that, you can still select this if you want to update. So here I can then click on next. So you can also put your email address here. Then you can select the administrator that's the administrator that will be receiving the emails. So if you want it to be your own, this is my account here. I can select this user, or if I want for all administrators. But here, let's say I'll just select this and remove this one. Then I'll click on continue. So here you can just check everything again, just like a summary of everything you've configured so far. Now, once you're done with this, you just click on secure site. So here you can see these pop-ups, these notifications here. So items is just trying to set up everything and save everything. Now, once you're done, you see this finish button here. So just click on it. Once you do that, then you can go back and click on dashboard. So when you click on the dashboard, then you'll be brought to this page here. So here you can back up your database if you want to. Then you can see like a dashboard. You can see the number of lockouts. You can see the IP addresses. You can see the users, the username. You can see all this information here. If the plugin starts blocking some users on your site, maybe users that are misusing your website or bots. So you can see all that there. Then if the website bans some users, you can see everything here. So all this information you can see. If you want to outrightly ban a user, then you can add ban here. Then you can put the IP address and a note explaining that here. So this is just the free version of the item security, but I highly recommend if you want to further secure your site very well, I highly recommend you go with the pro version of this plugin. So I run an agency and I use this item security to manage both my clients' websites because it enables me manage everything and also gives me peace of mind when sleeping in the night because I know that, okay, all these sites are actually well secured, like hardcore secured. So if you want to get the pro version of this plugin, you can just check the description below. You see my affiliate link here to get over to Item Security's website. So there you can complete your purchase. Okay, mind you, this is an affiliate link, and when you purchase this plugin, I get some commissions there, which helps me to create these videos and make them available to you for free. So here, this is the free version we've just looked at. So I want to install the pro version so that I can see the difference between the free and the pro version. So when I go to this place here, I click on add new. So once I click on that, I just need to click on upload plugin, then choose file, because you actually download the file from your item security dashboard once you purchase the plugin. So I'll come to download there. Let me look for it. Okay, this is it. I think so. So let me just install. Then I click on install now. So once the plugin finishes installing, you see this activate plugin button. So just click on it. Now, once I do that, you can see here multiple versions are installed because I have the free and the paid one here. So I just need to uninstall the free one. So I'll just scroll down. So this is the free one here. You can see the pro here. So I'll just deactivate this because I already have the pro version. Now, once I deactivate that, I can simply delete it because we don't need the free version again since I already have the pro. Okay, so once I'm done with that, you can then come to this place here where you see security, then click on dashboard. So once you click on dashboard there, you can come to settings here. Now, when you come to your dashboard here, so here, first feature there is you can create new dashboard, like you can also share your security dashboard. So if you want to share your dashboard to a certain user, you can do that if you need to. So here, if you want to add new card, you can see the current cards that are here. So here you can add more cards if you need to. So here you can see these cards. If you want to build out your dashboard very well. So you can see which users are actively logged out. If you want to see, you can also scan your website. Like if you want to scan your website for vulnerabilities and, malicious file changes, you can do that. If I click on scan now, so it's going to scan my website. So you see, scan results, everything is clean here. So you can just close that there. So here you can see update summary. Here you can see if your password is strong, and if you enable two-factor, you can see it's not enabled. Here you can also send a two-factor reminder to the user here. So you can do all that there. Then here you can check your security profile. If you created a security profile for each user, you can check that there. So another feature here is when you go to settings here. So on this page here, you can see you can set privilege escalation. You can say allow administrator to temporarily grant extra access to a user of the site for a specific period of time. That's if you don't want to require password from that user, you can grant them privilege. Maybe if it's maybe a developer or somebody who is doing something on your site, you can grant them privilege access to do some jobs on your site. Or maybe if you're the one doing it, you can also grant yourself privilege access in order to do something without asking for password. If you want to log in without password, which is passwordless login, to send an email to you, just need to click on it. It will take you to your dashboard immediately without any password. If you want to add trusted devices, maybe you don't want to be using your laptop or your computer to log into your website from other. So you don't want to be logging into your website from other devices. You can set the current system you're using as a trusted device. So maybe next time when you're logging in, it won't ask you for password, to just trust it and just allow. So you can set all these security features there. Now for reCAPTCHA, reCAPTCHA, when you click on that, it's actually I'm not a robot. Click some images that Google, you know about it. So if you want to enable it, you can select this here. Now when you select that, you can then click on the settings icon. So here you can put your reCAPTCHA key here. If you want to get the reCAPTCHA key, just click on this generate key here. So it will take you to Google's website. It's very easy to create. So when you do that, it will take you to this place here. So on this page here, you just need to put your website. So here, I think the website is, so this is the website. So you select the version you want. So here I can just select this one. Whichever one you choose there is going to work. Then I copy this here. I paste my domain because it's actually for domain. Then click on add. So to add the domain there, you can leave your user there, then accept. Once you accept, you scroll down, you click on submit. That is all. So here you can see your keys here. You can copy these keys here, then go back to your website. So let me just open it here. So once I come back to my dashboard here, then I come to this reCAPTCHA, then I click on this edit here. So here I can paste my site key. Ouch. So I can just copy it from here, paste it here, then copy the secret here, paste it here. So this is just how to do it. So protected login. Okay, that's a protected action. You just use on login, maybe new user registration. You can also use when resetting password, when users are resetting their password, and also before someone can comment on maybe your blog articles, and so you can do that here. So you can use it on required pages or on pages, depends. So you can leave it as detect the language. So you can just leave it as it is here. Just leave the default here, then click on save. So this is just how to configure the reCAPTCHA there for more added security. Then when you do that, you can also come to this place. So you can ban users if they are misusing your site. So this one is for local. That's for this local brute force I explained there. This is for network. This is for reCAPTCHA. So if I go back to global settings here, you can set out, when the site wants to lock out maybe users that are misusing your site, or if somebody's kind of trying password over and over and over again, the site will automatically lock out that person. So if you lock out that person, how many minutes do you want that person to wait before they come back to retry again? So yeah, you can set it as 15 days. Sorry, 15 minutes. So days to remember lockout, you can set it as 7 days, depending on how you want to configure that there. So for site check, you can check for updates or you can protection. You can scan for old WordPress files. So there's something I want to show you here. When I go back to features here, then I come to site check here. So here you can check this box here. Why this box is very important to check this box? Why? Because it will help monitor your server for file changes. Sometimes something might be vulnerable on your site. You don't know. maybe somebody might install a malicious code on your script or something. I'm sorry, on your server, your hosting. They might install something like that. So, or somebody might go there to alter the files there. So if there's a file change, you want your website to notify you of this file change so that you can take action immediately. So you can enable this box here. Then you can set this scheduled site scanning. That's for this version management. You can also leave this here. Then for utilities, let's see what's there. You can enforce SSL. SSL is already there, but you can enforce it in such a way whereby if somebody's trying to go to the secure version of your site, automatically to redirect the person to the secure version of your site. You can also enforce geolocation here if you need that. So this is just, I think this is all here. When you come to advanced here, okay, you can set all this to be this here. Then you can set to hide the backend of your website. So like unauthorized users won't be able to see that. So you can do this here. So you can change the login URL if you want to change that. Instead of using this default WP, you can change it to something else that only you know, so that only you can be able to log into your site without others knowing where your login URL is. Now you can go to tools here. So you can, I didn't do all this. This thing is just overhead if you want to do all this here. So I think that's all here. So you can see the Pro version has so many advanced features. So if you want to hardcore your website in such a way, you want to configure it to enable your website, notify you when there's a file change, when there's a kind of a user misusing your website, you can do all that with the Pro version, but the free version, you can't do that. You can also configure user groups. So if you want certain users to be able to access certain features on your website, you can configure all that using this Item Security Pro. So it's just an advanced security plugin that you can use to protect your website. So in this video, I hope you've learned how to secure your WordPress website. You've also learned how to configure some advanced areas of the Item Security Pro plugin. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also like this video. It helps us to grow on YouTube. And I hope you stay safe and see you in the next one. Peace.